Good morning, students. Today we learn our new lesson to our planet Earth. New lesson, our planet Earth. Then we all know that in which planet we live. In which planet we live? We live on Earth. We live on Earth. We live on Earth. We live on Earth. On which planet? Earth. Earth is the only planet have plants and animals. Earth is the only planet have plants and animals. Have plants and animals. Then Earth is the only planet have liquid water on it. Earth is the only planet have liquid water on it. Then Earth is the only planet having breathable air. Earth is the only planet having air. Air means we breathe oxygen. Oxygen rich in which planet? Earth. Earth is the only planet have liquid water on it. Earth is the only planet have oxygen, have air. So we all live in which planet? Earth. What are the peculiarities of Earth? Earth is the only planet have plants and animals. Earth is the only planet have liquid water on it. Earth is the only planet have air. അതായത് ജീവൻ നിലനിൽക്കുന്ന ഒരേ ഒരു പ്ലാനറ്റ് ഉള്ളത് എർത്ത്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അവിടെ പ്ലാന്റ്സും ആനിമൽസും ഉള്ളത്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എർത്തിൽ എന്തുണ്ട്? ലിക്വിഡ് വാട്ടർ ഉണ്ട്. Then നമുക്ക് we use air for what? For breathe. We use air for breathe. അതായത് നമുക്ക് ശ്വസിക്കാൻ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് വേണം? എയർ വേണം. എയറിൽ ഒരുപാട് ഗ്യാസസ് ഉണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ ബ്രീത്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഏതാണ്? ഓക്സിജൻ. We use oxygen for breathing. We use oxygen for breathing. So in our Earth atmosphere, the oxygen is rich. So Earth is the only planet have plants and animals. We know that all living things need water, air and shelter for their survival. So in Earth these three things are present. What? Air, water and shelter. In this lesson we discuss about our planet, our Earth. So Earth is the only planet have plants and animals. Earthil മാത്രമേ പ്ലാന്റ്സിനെയും ആനിമൽസിനെയും നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ കഴിയുള്ളൂ. Then Earthil മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ വാട്ടർ എവിടെ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ? Earthil മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. Then next point, Earth is the only planet have air ഉള്ള only planet ഏതാണ്? Earth ആണ്. നമ്മൾ എന്തിനു വേണ്ടി എയറിൽ ഒരുപാട് ഗ്യാസസ് ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷെ നമ്മൾ ബ്രീത്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത് ഏതാണ്? ഓക്സിജൻ. Then do you know the shape of the Earth? Yes, we know that the Earth have the shape. The Earth is round in shape. The Earth is round in shape. Earth is round in shape. Earth എന്ത് shape ആ ഉള്ളത്? Round in shape ആണ്. It's look like a ball. Ferdinand Magellan discovered Earth is round in shape. എങ്ങനെയാ അദ്ദേഹം കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത് എർത്ത് റൗണ്ട് ഇൻ ഷേപ്പ് ആണെന്ന്? He sails in his ship from one point, then he moves around the earth and came back to that point. So he find that the earth is round in shape. Who discovered earth is round in shape? Ferdinand Magellan. Who discovered earth is round in shape? Ferdinand Magellan. What is the shape of the earth? The earth is round in shape. Earth is round in shape. Okay, listen. Who discovered the earth is round in shape? Ferdinand Magellan discovered earth is round in shape and it looks like a ball. It looks like a ball. ഒരു ബോളിന്റെ ആകൃതിയിലാണ് എന്തുള്ളത്? എർത്ത് ഉള്ളത്. If we look from space, we can see that the earth is hanging in space. അതായത് നമ്മൾ സ്പേസിൽ നിന്ന് നോക്കുക, സ്പേസ് ക്രാഫ്റ്റിൽ നിന്നൊക്കെ നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ എർത്ത് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? സ്പേസിൽ ഹാങ് ചെയ്ത് കിടക്കുന്നതായിട്ട് ഒരു ബോൾ കിടക്കുന്നത് പോലെ ഹാങ് ചെയ്ത് കിടക്കുന്നതായിട്ട് കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ എർത്തിന്റെ ഷേപ്പാണുള്ളത് റൗണ്ട് ഇൻ. എർത്ത് ഈസ് റൗണ്ട് ഇൻ ഷേപ്പ്. Who discovered earth is round in shape? Ferdinand Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan discovered earth is round in shape. Listen here. Suppose this is earth. This is earth. Then on the top of the earth, on the top and the bottom points of the earth, top and bottom points of the earth are called poles. Top and bottom points of the earth are called poles. Earth are called poles. Then we know that there are 4 directions on earth: north, south, east and west. East and west. Here first we say that the top and the bottom points of the earth are called poles. Then so this is north. So in the poles on this side is called north pole. North pole. Like this. This point is called pole. So this pole is called south pole. South pole. Okay. Then we know that an imaginary line passing through the earth, joining the 2 poles on the earth, are called Earth's axis. Earth's axis. Okay, once again. We know that the earth is round in shape. On the top and the bottom points of the earth are called poles. Top and bottom points of the earth. Top and bottom points of the earth are called poles. The top and bottom points of the earth are called poles. Then on the top of the pole is called the top pole is called north pole. Top pole is called north pole. Top മുകളിൽ കാണുന്ന earthന്റെ the South Pole. Is the South Pole. Then the regions around, we can see that here is pole. So on the top it is the North Pole, on the bottom it is the South Pole. The region around the the region around the poles, the two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole are called polar regions. The region around the poles. The region around the poles. The region around the poles. Around the poles, polar region are called polar region. Polar region. Polar region. Once again, on the top, on Earth, on the top and bottom, 2 points are there. That 2 points on the Earth are called poles. On the top pole is the North Pole and the bottom pole is the South Pole. Then we can see that an imaginary line passing passing through the Earth, joining the 2 poles, North Pole and the South Pole. That line is called Earth's axis. Earth's axis. Earth's axis means അതായത് ഒരു ഇമാജിനറി ലൈൻ എർത്തിലൂടെ കടന്നു പോകുന്നുണ്ട്. ആ കടന്നു പോകുന്ന ലൈൻ നോർത്ത് പോളിനെയും സൗത്ത് പോളിനെയും ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നു. ആ ലൈനിനെ നമ്മൾ പറയുന്ന പേരാണ് എർത്ത് ആക്സിസ്. Okay, all of you understood? Pole, the 2 poles, North Pole and South Pole, then polar region, then Earth's axis. Then what is the shape of, once again, what is the shape of Earth? The Earth is rounding shape. Who discovered the Earth is rounding shape? Ferdinand Magellan discovered the Earth is rounding shape. Then we discussed about poles. The two points on the top and the bottom of the Earth are called poles. Then on the top of the Earth, that pole is called North Pole. On the top of the Earth, that pole is called North Pole. Then on the bottom of the Earth, that pole is called South Pole. Then an imaginary line passing through the Earth and that joining the 2 poles, North Pole and South Pole, that is called Earth axis. That is called Earth's axis. Then North Poleനെയും South Poleനെയും ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു ഇമാജിനറി ലൈൻ പാസ് ചെയ്യുന്നു എർത്തിലൂടെ. അതിനെയാണ് എർത്ത് ആക്സിസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചു. Next we learn the polar region. The region around the poles. Polesന് ചുറ്റും കാണപ്പെടുന്ന regionsനെ പറയുന്നതാണ് polar region. What do you mean by polar regions? The area around the poles. The region of the area around the poles. The area around the poles. Polesന് ചുറ്റാകെ കാണപ്പെടുന്ന ഏരിയയെ പറയുന്നതാണ് polar region. എന്താണ് പറയുന്നത്? Polar region. All of you understood? Okay. Next topic. Movement of the Earth. Movement of the Earth. Earth. We know that the earth is move its own axis, but we cannot feel that movement. If the earth is moves in two ways. The earth is moving two ways. Moves in two ways. രണ്ട് രീതിയിലാണ് earth എന്തെങ്കിലും മൂവ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. First one rotation. Second one revolution. The earth moves in two ways. First one rotation and second one revolution. First one rotation and second one revolution. In rotation, the spinning of the earth on its axis. അതായത് earth എന്തെങ്കിലും സ്വന്തമായി അതിന്റെ ആക്സിസിൽ കൂടി സ്വന്തമായി കറങ്ങുന്നു. അതായത് spinning of the earth. The spinning means what is spinning of the earth. The spinning of the earth on its axis. Is called rotation. Spinning of the earth on its axis. So listen. Here is the shape of the earth. We know that there are two poles and an imaginary axis are there. Okay. Then it is the earth's axis. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. Then the earth rotates its own axis. The earth rotates its own axis is called the rotation. The spinning of the earth on its axis. സ്വന്തമായി എന്ത് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്? earth spin ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, കറങ്ങുന്നുണ്ട്. അതിനാണ് rotation. It is called rotation. The spinning of the earth on its axis. Its own axis, the earth is spinning. The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. What do you mean by rotation? The spinning of the earth on its axis. The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. What do you mean by rotation? The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. Then, how much time the earth takes to complete one rotation? How do you know how much time the earth takes to complete one rotation? Yes, 24 hours. 24 hours. The earth takes to complete one rotation. 24 hours. 24 hours takes to complete one rotation. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. 24 hours means one day. 24 hours of one day. 24 hours or one day. Then next, all of you understood rotation. Rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis. The spinning of the earth on its axis is called rotation. The earth takes 24 hours. The 24 hours of one day to complete one rotation. Then next movement of the earth is revolution. What is revolution? Revolution means the movement of earth around the sun. The movement of earth around the sun is the sun. Then suppose here is earth. The movement of earth around the sun, around the sun are called revolution. Do you see here is a path? Here is a path that the sun, the earth, this is earth. The earth revolves around the sun along a fixed path. That path we can call as orbit. Called as orbit. Can called as orbit. Once again, what is revolution? The movement of earth around the sun are called revolution. The movement of earth around the sun are called revolution. The movement of earth around the sun along a fixed path, that path is called orbit. That path is called orbit. Once again, the movement of earth around the sun along a fixed path, that path is called orbit. That path is called orbit. Then revolution, the movement of earth around the sun. The earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution. The earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution. To complete one revolution. One revolution. 365 days means 1 year. 1 year. 1 year. So once again, revolution. What is revolution? The movement of earth around the sun are called revolution. The earth takes 365 days or 1 year to complete one revolution. To complete one revolution. Once again, the movement of earth, we know that the earth is moved in space, but we cannot feel the movement of the earth. So we can say that the earth moves in two ways. First one is rotation, second one is revolution. First one is rotation, second one revolution. Then in revolution, what is revolution? The spinning of the earth on its axis. The spinning of earth on its axis. The spinning of earth on its axis is called rotation. Then the earth takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation. The earth takes 24 hours or 1 day to complete one rotation. The next way of movement is revolution. Next way of movement is revolution. The revolution means the movement of earth around the sun. The movement of earth around the sun are called revolution. The movement of earth, not earth, sun. The movement of earth. The movement of earth around the sun is called revolution. The movement of earth around the sun along a fixed path. Along a fixed path. So we can call it as orbit. We can call that path is called orbit. Okay. Then the earth takes 365 days to complete one revolution. The earth takes 365 days means 1 year. 1 year to complete one revolution. To complete one revolution. Okay students, I concluded my class. Today we learned about our planet Earth. First of all, we learned the shape of the earth. The shape of the earth is round in shape. It looks like a ball. Who discovered the earth is round in shape? Ferdinand Magellan discovered the earth is round in shape. Then we learned about poles. Two types of poles. What is poles? The top and the bottom poles of the earth are called poles. Then there are two poles, North Pole and South Pole. polar region. The area around the poles are called polar region. The area around the poles, poles ന് ചുറ്റാകെ കാണപ്പെടുന്ന സ്ഥലത്തെ നമ്മൾ polar region എന്ന് പറയും. That is polar region. Then Earth's axis. What is Earth's axis? The imaginary line passing through the Earth, joining the North Pole and the South Pole are called Earth's axis. Earth's axis. Then we learn the movement of Earth. There are two types of movements: rotation and revolution. Okay. Study well. Thank you.